Hey guys, Bento Xtreme here again to bring you guys the latest news on anime, video games, J-Rock, and StarCraft 2. But the top news and top story for this week, my friend Brian here is going to give you what's new.
So pretty much what's the top news for BSX this week is AKB48's single cover was redesigned by a Gundam model, guys.
So Gundam and AKB48 fusion.
Yeah, pretty much what I talked about last week about Hazumiko's fusion about the model Gundam just happened again. There's called a Orozaku's contest going on in Japan. Pretty much a team of, fans of AKB48
and
Gundam. They made a model out of Mobile Gundam again from G Gundam because that's the only Gundam that was a female figure actually. So guys, if you guys want to check this out, go to animenewsnetwork.com, guys.
For more details.
Back to anime news, guys. Let's go with anime news this week. Pretty much Blade anime is coming out again, guys. Pretty much Marvel had this whole deal where they joined hands with Madhouse Studio to start this whole Japanese style cartoons a little bit. It's still considered cartoons. It's not considered anime because they are going with the American look and it's an American comic pretty much. However, they're kind of more focused on that Japanese anime style of art. Pretty much, if you guys want to check this out, the last two series they did was Iron Man and Wolverine. They didn't do so well. A lot of people didn't like it. Even our member E.T., he said it wasn't that great. His commentary said he said it was not the greatest thing in the world. But however, we're hoping Blade and X-Men is gonna be a better story for us. Next thing is pretty much Hello Kitty Android tablet was unrevealed at CES 2012. What is CES? CES is our consumers electronics show that goes on. It just went on Las Vegas. It's starting from January 10th to the 13th. Just happened a couple days ago, actually, guys. Pretty much check it out if you guys want to look into it more. There's some cool things. This tablet is like a full-on tablet. It's a 7-inch tablet. It's a very small thing. However, it has the HDMI port, has the USB port, has everything that you need. A camera. They did a test mark run with a different company. It's called Japanese Mouse Computer Company. They did a netbook actually with Hello Kitty. It came with pretty much a red-looking nice netbook like this. Had a Hello Kitty symbol. Had pre-loaded wallpapers and safe screens. Pretty much, it was successful. It was going for $900. It wasn't a cheap netbook too. So hopefully in the future, this is going to be a better deal for you guys.
Hopefully, yes.
Yes, I'm going to pass it on to Steve about
J-Rock. Yes, there's some very interesting news for J-Rock this week. Another interview with the band Tokami. After a series of interviews that JMWorld.com held several over last year, they're one of their first interviews for this year. They sat down with Tokami, talked to him about some of his upcoming label makes and some of his upcoming albums and everything. You can find more about this interview on jmworld.com and the long-awaited reunion with Siam Shade. They put on a charity concert, and the lead singer, Hideki, said he could not put on this charity concert without his fans. His fan base has grown exponentially pretty big since their departure from each other and their reunion. You can find more about this show and the step-by-step process the show went by going to jmworld.com for more info. And some very interesting news. Now, this is gonna have to take a deep breath here to say this. Di Huangdi Yami ni Umureta Mukoi, which translates to Of Dragons and Triads. This interesting J-Rock band is not only a heavy metal and rock group, but they're incorporating folklore-style Japanese instruments. But not just this. Get this, guys. They are using other instruments not only from Japan, but East Asia, even Europe. For example, their song Desert Warrior comes up with visions of the Middle East, while some other songs invoke a European Middle Ages type of song using instruments from that age. Very interesting, very bizarre. Even awakening the spirit of ancient Rome.
It's very niche market.
Yeah, very niche market style music. If that kind of floats your boat or tickles your fancy, check it out, guys. jmworld.com for more info. And that's it for J-Rock this week, guys. I'm gonna pass it on to my friend Brian here for some exciting video game news.
Well, I'm going to start with Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I've been talking about this topic already for the last couple of weeks. Well, this might be our last video, maybe, or not, because they're releasing the game on March 30th in the United States. One thing I want to talk about this week is that they did a multiplayer video stream, actually. The setting was from Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3, the zombie run, you know, you get to choose sides from Umbrella side, or you choose the police side, Raccoon City Force. It's so great. You know, you guys want to check it out? It might be something great. Next video game that I have is Ninja Gaiden 3. The reason I'm talking about this is that they're releasing it on the same day when Resident Evil is actually...
Dude, are people gonna have enough money to buy both these games at the same time?
That's the funniest thing. Yeah. Each game is gonna run for $60. I know the limited edition that's gonna run for another $100 probably. So you're talking about $200 on the same day people are gonna spend. Because most great gamers, they want the limited, you know, box and the
of course, the first edition, everything.
So they just did a 22-second promo video. I don't know how well this game is going to do. They talked about this from 2011 Tokyo Game Show. However, I'm very, very worried about that. It's getting released on the same day because I have a feeling there's more Resident Evil fans out there than Ninja Gaiden 3 fans.
Oh, of course, yes.
So I'm hoping they make some money off this, or I hope it doesn't plunge. My last thing about video game news is Capcom Bar. I think I talked about this 2 weeks ago, actually. They actually gonna open their doors on January 25th. They just launched 4 new menus on their website about there's gonna be a Resident Evil brain cake. Sounds great. A brain that looks like a cake.
Eating a zombie brain.
Yeah, zombie brain. Oh, no, a human brain.
A human brain. Oh, yeah, that's true. Wow.
And then Ace Attorney's Pasta. And Monster Hunter's Meat. It's like it's all Capcom theme based pretty much. So you guys want to check it out if you're in Tokyo around that time, guys, go check out this bar.
Yes, wow, very interesting.
So and then I'm gonna pass it on to Steve again about ST2 news.
Yes, ST2 news, guys. The NSAL, which is also the North American Star League, is putting on their annual tournament, inviting the top 8 teams in the world to compete for a prize pool of $10,000. Top 8. 4 of these teams are already invited, being the top in the world. This includes Empire, Evil Geniuses, Mouse Sports, and Team Liquid. 2 of the teams that have qualified already, Brian, are Rain and FXO. And going on right now, guys, the 2 last spots will be filled in by 2 other teams, which will be a huge montage of qualifying rounds for this spot, and I'm sure these teams are going to be excited when they do enter in this. You can watch it live right now, NASL.TV. So guys,
a battle royale, guys.
Battle royale. So go check it out, guys. Happening right now on this website, NASL.TV. I'll put the link in below the video description bar. And guys, in other news, remember last week I talked about the StarCraft Art of War. This week, they are talking about, got your my Asian ninja here. Anyways, they're talking about basic economy. It doesn't matter if you're a bronze, silver, platinum, even a grandmaster. You all have something to contribute. Even though it's really bizarre for me to say that, you know, coming from a bronze player or whatever, even bronze players have something to say about this. And even everyone can learn something from everyone. So you can contribute and get some good info on this. Brian and I have checked it out. I suggest you guys do it too if you're a huge fan of StarCraft. And in other news, a Q&A with David Kim, you know, has the same last name as you, Brian. Might have been your long-lost brother from somewhere along the lineage.
Oh, yeah, he's my brother from another mother.
Oh, yeah, man. When Chosan was Chosan.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Go on.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, David Kim is a recent pro player from last year's GSL's top competitors. He's going to give his opinion and comments on the state of affairs and the current state of SC2, and you can get some top tips from this top player. So if you want to see more about this interview, you can go get more info on this at battle.net. Well, Brian, that's all I have for SC2 this week. Do you want to add anything else?
That's it for this week. I mean, we're doing well.
Yes.
Next week, guys, we are actually splitting our video up because Steve is actually going back to UCLA.
Going back to UCLA. I won't be home.
So bear with us that whole fusion method again, guys. Exactly. So if it might be a little bit longer or it might be a little bit shorter, actually. So we'll see.
So I guess I did want to make one announcement. The videos that we promised, they're belated, but they are now up. the one from the Gundam panel and the Masquerade of 2011 of last year's Anime Expo. They are now up. You guys can check them out. We'll give you guys the links below, or just go to our channel. Please subscribe. And anything else you want to add, Brian?
That's it.
That's it. Well, guys, please tune in next week for next week's video for Bento Summer Xtreme, your #1 source for anime, J-Rock, video games, and StarCraft 2. And until then, remember to Bento your samurai to the extreme!